Good afternoon. My name is Mike Scanlon, City Manager for the City of Osawatomie, Kansas, and this is my weekend update for March 18th, 2022. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day yesterday to everybody in Osawatomie. I hope you had a wonderful day and a wonderful time. With spring break upon us, I saw a lot of kids out. It was a great day to be out. I happened to ride my bike on the Flint Hills Trail out past Rantoul. Saw quite a few people out on it. Looking to see more of you out on it in the spring. I want to talk about four things today. I will start with our work list. So each spring, early, let's call it late winter, early spring, we have a work list that I present to the City Council, typically in January, can be in December in some years. Uh, there's 55 projects listed for 2022. I'm going to pop up a sort of a short summary of the first 20. There's another 35 on the list. We'll post our list of projects that we're working on in 2022. Some of them will be multi-year, meaning that they're ongoing. Street improvements, street repairs, water plant replacement, wastewater plant repairs and upgrades, wastewater pipes and water pipe replacement. Those are all things that we will be doing over time. There are some things that we'll accomplish in a given year, and there are some things that we'll do every year as part of just running a good organization and making sure that we're using our taxpayer dollars as best we can. I want to thank Terry Upshaw, and I really kudos to the Miami County commissioners that stepped up and helped us with the water line replacement at the middle school. First, without the Miami County Commissioners dedicating some of their ARPA money to us, we would have never been able to put that project on our list. It's too much money for too small an area, and we were forcing the school district into having a fire watch because a portion of their sprinkler system couldn't work. We got that project completed. We've got pressure back into that fire system, and they're no longer required to have a fire watch. First, thanks to Miami County Commissioners for dedicating money. Second, to Terry Upshaw and the people on our water crew for getting that work done, which included 19 service line connection to the residents along Pacific, and then we hooked into an 8-inch water line and then into a 4-inch water line that connected to the fire line in the school. So it's not simply running one line, it's dealing with somewhere in the neighborhood of 24 to 25 different water lines and connections, and then making sure that you're keeping that service available as you're doing that. It is a really difficult task, and kudos to our crews for pulling it off. Next, I want to talk about everything trails. I'm going to pop up a picture of our new trail signs with the help of Trevor Ballou and with the cooperation of the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and Tourism, and with the City of Ottawa. We've been able to put up 22 miles of these markers. These markers are really important to us being mile zero. So starting in Osawatomie, these markers will go up in terms of distance all the way to Harrington, Kansas. And that ultimate distance is about 119 miles. The stickers that you see on the top of these mile markers represent one of the 8 areas of the Flint Hills Trail. Our portion is called Freedom Frontiers, and as you get around the 6 to 6.5 mile mark, you'll see winding waters, and then there's 6 more sections of the trail all the way out to Harrington. We've put in benches. You've probably seen them. Given spring, these are these rock benches. Those go out to maybe about 3.5, 4 miles, a little further on the trail. They're easy to maintain. They look nice, like they should be a part of the trail, and they give people the opportunity to sit down and enjoy the trail and not, take a break from the walk, take a break from the ride. There are a lot of things that are going on in the trail. Today, in about an hour, I'm going to be meeting with Jennifer and Samantha, who are doing an ultra running marathon event April 16th at the Flint Hills, Mile Zero. There'll be more information posted. I want to say right now they have over 150 participants signed up. My guess is that number grows to 250 to 300 people that will be here April 16th to participate in these endurance events. The trail brings economic activity to our community. It brings economic activity to the trail. And like you'll hear me say over and over again, as it relates to the Flint Hills Trail, rising tides lift all boats. There's 18 communities connected to that trail. Every time we invest in it, every time they invest in it, it makes it more attractive to people to visit the trail and to use the trail. So as we start to engage more and more communities along the trail, we're hoping to get that rising tide and use that as an economic engine that drives our community. The last thing I want to talk about is Swenson Elementary School. I've received dozens of calls, complaints, concerns as it relates to that elementary school. I believe that the people that bought it had the best intentions of trying to figure out how to reuse it and repurpose it to the benefit of our community. The problem is, and I've heard from some of you, that this is an attractive nuisance. And under Kansas law, we have the ability to condemn and remove the nuisance from the community. I'm not sure that's all true, but I do understand both the passion in terms of wanting to get it cleaned up, and I understand the frustration that some of you in the community have. We're working with that property owner to try to resolve this. I can't make promises, but we are going to do our very best to get it cleaned up. So have a great weekend. I look forward to talking to you next week.